First of all, grateful to be here today. Just to say a few words, my name is Dan Antkin. I live in this field. Prior to that, I lived in California for a while. And I moved away from home, you know, and I mentioned this before. It's just one of the things, though, you know, living away from home, you begin to appreciate things. And I worked with a lot of the tribes in California, and the kids I used to teach down there, I don't know how many times I bragged about our people. You know, I bragged about our resources here. You know, and just the feeling that I had, you know, I felt really lonely down there. And I was really grateful, you know, to have this opportunity to come home, you know, to my people. Because in my heart, you know, my people was always here with me all the time. I went up on the mountain, you know, for 4 days and 4 nighs. And I cried and I sang, you know, in that time, you know, I wanted to come home. You know, I wanted to be a help, you know, to my nephews, my family, people in my community. You know, and just, I see a lot of things that were going wrong with our youth. You know, we didn't have a lot of leadership, you know, that they could follow. We didn't have a lot of role models that they had to look up to. You know, and I wanted to come home and I wanted to make that difference. You know, and then I was really grateful, you know, cool and shooting, you know, the doors open. My life straightened out, you know. I got away from the alcohol. You know, I got away from those things, those addictions. I found that support, you know, and to me it was becoming a humble person was the hardest thing, you know, because I did understand my language. I'm a traditional dancer, singer, and I travel, you know, nationwide, competing in powwows and things like that. But you know, it's easy to get money on the mind and to get prestige and all those things going through your head. But it's really hard to be a humble person, you know, humble yourself. And to me, you know, I've had to do that. When I came home, I accepted my job, you know, and I knew it was really hard. You know, it was very hard. It was a very hard job, you know, because I had big goals, I had big plans. And I had to call out, you know, to the people, you know, help me, and support me, be there. You know, can you help me with this? I had to ask people, because there's things I didn't know. You know, my job is very overwhelming, you know, but I still have that vision, you know, I have that goal in front of me. And I know, like a lot of our tribal elected leaders, you know, when they write their letters, when they want to do this, when they want to run for council, they write these letters expressing their goals and their visions, you know, because they want to do these things. But I don't think in a lot of ways, you know, we have that, maybe that support, you know, that they would need. You know, I mean, you look at the Tribal Tribune, you look at different things, you know, you always see, you know, people complaining, you know, about our counseling. We all realize, you know, there's things that are going wrong, there's things that need to be changed. You know, but also, we also have an opportunity here to be supportive, coming together and thinking of ideas, creating solutions, you know. So I think, you know, during these meetings, it'd be great, you know, I know we've had them in all the districts now. It'd be great to come together, you know, as one nation, you know, get rid of these barriers, which we call districts, you know, districtitis, you know, get rid of that, you know, eventually, hopefully open up to reservation-wide voting. Hopefully we'll raise that bar on the people who want to be running for elected officials. You know, I know that a few years ago they had that open forum, you know, before the membership voted on the council. I thought that was great because we actually seen that, you know, there was questions, you know, that the officials had to answer in front of the people. And I was like, wow, you know, that really put them on their toes. We really got to see what's inside of them. That, because, you know, reading someone's letter, I was like, yeah, that's a person. Well, when you see them up there asking the question, you're like, oh, shoot. You know, these people are going to be standing in front of congressman or the president or the governor, and they're going to be, you know, not really sure, certain of themselves. So you really think, you know, things like that, you know, could help us, you know. You think that, I'm thinking, you know, right now, you know, we hear a lot of things about, just as us as tribal employees, you know, we have to go through, you know, random drug tests. I don't know, that's upheld in our council. We have to do performance evaluations. It'd be great that our council, our elected leaders also, go through them things. Maybe someday, we'll have that, maybe have that committee or council, that oversees, that there's also, support in our council like that. And I'm in agreement, yeah, 4-year terms would be great, but, there's also things that should be, really looked into as well. Because, like my job, I've been there almost 3 years, and I've never achieved my vision yet. There's still a long ways to go. If I only was there 2 years, there's no way of it. It's too overwhelming. And so I'm certain, our tribal leaders, they get pretty overwhelmed if they're in there. When they see the debts that they inherit, all the pressure that's upon them. So as us as tribal people, it'd be great for us to support our leaders as well. Offer advice. That door was open for us to do so. I went to council a little over a year ago, and I know that my job could have been taken from me back then. There was one person that said, just get rid of them all. I was like, oh shoot, So to me, that kind of created a little bit of fear in me that my job could be taken away. I know that standing up, signing anything, I like, gosh, dang, I'd really hate for someone to see that and just find a way to get rid of me, because I know that could happen. That fear is there. I know that someday, people might go to Nespelum or wherever, or want to gather, and I would love to bring my drum and sing, but I'm thinking, God, someone didn't like me doing that, what would happen to me? But I love my job, and I believe in the Creator. I trust in Him, so I'm going to go support, the unity that I feel. The unity. I see people from all the districts here, and that's the thing that I really support. And I think one thing when we say, we're going to do this, we're going to support each other, we're going to get rid of this district.